welcome to another episode of Get Inspired, Stay Inspired. Thanks so much for joining me. It's lovely to be here. It's lovely to have you here. And it's great to be doing another episode. You know what? When I'm not doing an episode, I really do miss getting in front of the camera and doing another episode for you. So great to be here as always. Hope you are doing well. Hope everything is okay at your end, and hopefully you are, hopefully you're in a good place. It's it's one of those things that you think about life and you think to yourself, is everyone in a good place? What motivated you or inspired you to watch this episode? But believe me, if you're not in a good place, you have come to the right place. And I'm really, really glad you're here, regardless of what brought you here. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. It's great to have you here, and I'm very grateful for your subscription. And if you are someone who has been journeying alongside me as part of this particular series, thanks for coming back, and stick a like on this video. It really does help me to build the channel, get noticed, and to grow. And I want to grow alongside you guys, you know what I mean? And thanks for helping me grow. I really, really do appreciate that. So we are growing, hopefully, and you are becoming part of my extended family. And I'm there for you. And, don't forget to share with me how you're getting on. If you're new, you'll find out later what we've all learned, what we are aiming to achieve, and what we are working towards on a soulful level and in general. So there we have it. Now, this week's episode is going to be about leadership. And as I always do, I'm going to read one of my channel passages and share with you the in-depth aspect of what I believe leadership means on a soulful level, how to tap into it, how to become a leader, how to acquire a sense of leadership, even if things are turning the other way round and you are, feeling as if you can't lead. You feel as if you don't have the strength or power within you to take on any leadership role or to become a leader in a way. Not all of us want to be leaders. Some of us prefer to be followers. That's no disrespect to anyone who prefers to be a follower. Sometimes that's just what we want. We don't want to have the responsibility of leadership, and that's fair enough. Becoming a leader, trying to be a follower, it doesn't matter. There is no law that says if you want to be a follower, you're any bad a person or any worse off than someone who wants to be a leader. It's just the way we are. We come in all shapes and sizes and all variations, and some of us don't really want to be leaders. But what do you do when you don't want to be a leader and you suddenly find yourself in a situation, in a particular circumstance that requires you to step up and become a leader, or step into a leadership role that you may never have wanted to do so? On the other hand, you may be one of those people that wants to discover or find a way to lead. And this passage is going to be a powerful one for you because, invariably, even simple things like parenthood, whether you're a parent now or a parent to be in the future, if you're young, if you've been a parent, no matter what age range you are, you will have found that parenthood would have put you in a situation where you had to become a leader. You have to, because you're becoming a parent. Your children are going to look to you for guidance. Your children are going to look to you for support, and you are going to have to take on a leadership role. You may not have wanted it, But once that baby arrives, you know, you're in that situation where you've got to be a leader. It could happen to you that, you know what, you're doing work, you're doing your job, and then your boss suddenly leaves and you're asked to step into that leadership role. And you thought, I didn't really want this. I preferred to just listen to what my boss told me to do, and I got on and did it. I didn't have no responsibility. I went home, work was done, and I was fine with it. But you're asked, or you're told, you know enough now, we'll be looking to put you in that leadership role. It's like, wow. You may be in a situation, a family situation, where, you know, you kind of have been a younger sibling, but situations and circumstances may dictate that you take on a leadership role in your family. Situations and circumstances may dictate that in a relationship, a love relationship, or a relationship with, you know, family or children or whatever, even in your friend group, you may have to speak up and become a leader. It may also be that in a situation of the fact that, you know, you have been with a group of friends and they want to do something as a group, you may not agree, or they may say, we want to do this and we want you to lead the way. You know, leadership was thrust upon you. You didn't want it, but it came. And nonetheless, no matter what, all of us in our lives, whether you're a follower or a born leader, at some point in your life, you will have to take on a leadership role. So hopefully this passage is going to talk about that, and I will be delving deeper below the surface on a soulful level to how you can kind of understand this whole role of leadership. We'll be looking at it from the Soul Whisperer's standpoint, okay? And I'll be talking with you about that. So it's great that you're here with me at this very moment in time. And hopefully you're here for a reason. And I don't know what that reason is, but the fact that you're here, I know for sure. You're going to take away nuggets of inspiration and wisdom that are going to help you overcome those challenges or those reasons that you came, or that you are listening, or you are watching this video or listening to what I'm saying right now. So I'm really, really pleased that whatever brought you here, that you are here. So let's get on with today's passage. Now, for those of you who may not understand the kind of the body of work that I do have a huge collection of channeled written works. Now, this collection that I'm going through for this particular part of Get Inspired, Stay Inspired series is 30 Days of Empowerment. Now, it's an audio. You can get it for free. All you need to do is go to my website, alicia.com. All you need to do is join my 365 ways to be inspired. You'll receive my nuggets of wisdom on a daily basis on your phone, on your tablet, wherever you are. And they're great pick-me-ups to start your day. So I'm definitely pleased to say that I have incorporated 30 Days of Empowerment as part of joining that particular series. Now, if you do, you will get a link that will take you straight to the audio version of what I'm going through today. Now, the audio version does talk through the passage and gives you a really nice inspired outlook of what I'm saying. But obviously, as part of this series, I'm going deeper into it all, and we're really looking from it from a soulful place, and I'm teaching you a lot of the knowledge and wisdom that has come through to me as part of my channeled works. And yeah, so let's delve into it and see what we can uncover. Now, today's passage says, if I am able to lead the way when others seem unable to do so, then I automatically become empowered through my leadership. Now, what I find interesting about this passage is it's kind of speaking to us in a way where it's not that you are in a situation where you say, I'm a born leader. I know how to lead. I know how to show people the way. And I can even say, even when I look at this passage, I am not really, or I haven't felt within myself that I was a kind of a born leader in any way. It's kind of something that has evolved. And, you know, if I take the time to reflect on how long it's taken me to get to the point where I'm doing these videos, I realize it's been a long journey. But nevertheless, I had to take on some type of leadership role if I wanted to share my work and get it out there. And this is what's going to happen to you in your life. And the passage kind of links in with those of you who are forced into leadership through situations and circumstance, like I spoke to about in the early part of the video. It's not something that you kind of said, I want to do it and I want to, you know, this is situations where you feel, you know, unable in a way, but somehow you have to take on that role. And it also refers to others being unable to do so. So you are finding that you have to step up and become empowered through your leadership. Now, what leadership does is, whether it's thrust on you or, you know, whether you choose to be a leader in your own way, or whether you feel you want to lead better, or if you're watching this and you're saying, I have no idea how to lead, you know, or you're watching it and you're saying, I'm a born leader, you know, both of you can gain insight from what I'm going to be talking about. Okay, both of you can draw strength and empowerment from this kind of knowledge and wisdom that I'm going to share with you. Now, one of the things we spoke about in the previous episode, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it, was acceptance. We spoke about your inner power and finding acceptance and understanding of that inner power. And in a way, leadership is similar. It's no different. You have to accept the situation of your circumstance, that you are now ready. If other people are unable to do something and it's kind of evolved in a way that you now have to take on leadership qualities or take on a leadership role, you have to accept that it has befallen you. And that you, no matter how you view the situation or the circumstance, you are going to have to kind of accept, I need to step up here. I need to become more empowered so that I can begin a journey of more leadership, having more leadership, being able to share leadership, being able to take on the responsibility of leadership, something we don't always want to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But, you know, sometimes we don't have a choice. You know, like in my case, I had to take on that role to kind of start sharing what I do and what I know beyond the written word. I had to put it into, you know, visually, videos and audio as well, because I had to push the boundaries of what I perceive to be my limitations, and you are going to have to do the same. You're going to reach those situations in your life where you're going to have to push the boundaries of where you are now and thinking about where you want to go. and taking on a leadership role is definitely going to be part of that. Now, we spoke about in the previous episodes becoming empowered and finding your inner power. And this passage also says that you will automatically be empowered through leadership. In other words, the steps that you take toward leadership are empowering ones. Have you ever heard of someone being a leader and seeing disempowerment? It's a kind of a natural ebb and flow that leadership leads to empowerment. Obviously, some people take it a bit too far and leadership goes out the window where they become, like a dictator of some sort. That's not leadership. Leadership is something that you lead, you inspire others as you lead, you motivate others as part of your leadership, and as part of being a leader, you listen to others. Now, I also want to add another element here. As part of your leadership, the element I wish to add to this is that you listen to your soul. You listen to the voice of your inner soul. You engage with your soul as part of your leadership journey, and that helps keep you on track. Now, if those of you who are new, you're thinking, what is she talking about soul engagement? Definitely go back and watch the previous episode, because I went through that. And also episode 37, I think I went into that in great depth, and I would love to go into it in great depth in each episode, but I just can't, because there's so much involved. Trust me, for those of you who kind of been a part of this series, the in-depth stuff that we talk about: soul engagement, how to connect your soul, how to listen to your soul, how to hear what your soul is trying to say, and how to apply it in your life right now. All of that information is out there in the previous episodes. And as we go further on, as I push the boundaries of what I'm teaching you guys, I won't have time to go and explain it all, but it is there and it is available to you. And definitely, if you want to get any of my Soulful Pathway series books, I do talk about that in there as well. So you can definitely, if you are an avid reader, get one of those. They're just really simple, but you'll love them if you're starting from scratch and you need to understand or know a little bit about some of the terms that I'm using. But one of the important things about leadership, I feel, is an added element, to becoming a leader, or taking the step towards leadership, or deciding, this is not what I wanted, but I have to do it. It's starting from a place of inner strength and acceptance, like we covered previously. But there's also an important aspect that you can add as part of your leadership, and that is a soulful aspect, coming from a soulful place as part of your leadership, as part of your life's journey, because the soulful elements that exist as part of your leadership will see you through in a very, very, very powerful way. And this is what we talk about, being empowered and linking that in with your leadership. If you are coming from a place of empowerment, you have a good chance of leading in an empowered way and inspiring others as part of your leadership journey to be encompassed in what you're doing and to be a part of what you're doing in a loving and harmonious way, not in a way that is, draconian and you got to listen to what I'm saying if I'm a leader, You don't want to be like that. That's not true leadership. Leadership is, you taking on that soulful aspect of your nature applying it positively and allowing that positive aspect of your nature and being. And where you're going to get that kind of empowerment, you're going to get it on a soulful level. Your soul is more than happy to share the best of what it has with you. And you can then share the best of what you have with it. It's funny I'm using this term because one of the very first passages that were channeled through to me was, let me share the best of what I have with the universe, and in doing so, let the universe share the best of what it has with me. Now, as I was just talking there, that came through to me, so I'm just sharing it with you because you can apply it in terms of your leadership. Let your soul share the best of what it has with you. And in doing so, you allow yourself to share the best of what you can with others. Something to that vein. You can use it. You know what I mean? It's the whole thing of allowing soulful knowledge, soulful wisdom, what I call universal knowledge, to share in your life and to share in your decision-making processes, to give you clarity to go forward as a leader, to kind of have the soulful elements. In other words, if you follow what I share about soul engagement and you are able to engage your soul in the way that I guide you to do so, then you will be able to gain a lot of inspired knowledge and wisdom that will empower you to then take steps forward that lead you to become a leader, that lead you to become someone that is evolving as you are kind of growing into this leadership role. And not just that, you're feeling more and more and more empowered as you do so, rather than being fearful and worried and allowing those things to overwhelm you as part of your leadership journey. You're allowing empowerment, guidance, clarity. You're getting a clear picture on a soulful level of where you need to go with this. Even if you have a situation or circumstances where there are problems that you're having to kind of overcome as a leader, you are finding ways on a soulful level to overcome them. As I say, if you know the Soul Whisperer, you're listening to the whispers of your soul. Those whispers. Now, the whispers of my soul I'm sharing with you. But as I always say, you're going to have to apply what you learn, what I'm teaching you in your own way, in your own life. There's so much that I can share and say, you know, this is the way to conquering the challenges or becoming a leader or feeling empowered or becoming empowered. I can say those things, but ultimately you are going to have to apply them for yourself in your own way, in your own life. Now, how you apply them will be up to you. I can only give you the guidance, but the key thing is you become willing and accepting and understanding that, yeah, I need to partner up with my soul. I need to start listening to my soul. I need to start tapping in to the universal knowledge it's bringing with it as part of my life's journey. And I need to start making sure that what I gain as part of, you know, listening to my soulful whispers, or, you know, if I follow the soul whisperers teachings, then you're definitely going to know how to do that. But if you do, you now have to say, I now need to apply this for myself. I now need to apply what Alicia's been sharing and teaching me in my life and in the way that best suits me. Because I can't give you the, you know, the particular customized version of what is necessary for you to do in your life. I can share everything that I can, and you have to take from it what applies to you and apply it in your own way. You know, I guess the only customized way I could do that was if I had a one-on-one, I guess. So that's something maybe if some of you want, I can do in the future. But for now, as part of this, you know, video series, as part of the audio series, we're going to have to go with the flow, with what you're learning, and how you're going to apply it your own way. But definitely let me know in the comments. You know, I've done many episodes so far, and I feel people are not engaging and letting me know how they're doing in the comments. Please do so. Don't be shy. You know, this is your opportunity to kind of, you know, let me know what is going on with what I'm sharing with you. At the end of the day, you know, I love and I want to give you my feedback on everything that I can. And, you know, no doubt as things grow, I'll probably get busier and busier with responding to these comments and so on. But for me to get to that place, it's definitely going to be great to also, you know, have your kind of feedback on things, because it then helps me and supports me to say, yeah, people are listening, people are learning, people are growing, people are applying, people are taking on board some of these soulful teachings that you're sharing with them, and they're beginning to make an impact in their life. And I want to hear back from you about that. So don't forget to be sharing this information with you. Don't be shy. I want to hear it and I want to get back to you on that. Okay, so please do so. It's always, you know, it's always exciting when you hear back from people on things. So definitely do that for me. But what is key is this whole thing that we've spoken about leadership, I feel, is adding the soulful element to your leadership. And this is empowering yourself. This is growing and evolving as part of your leadership role. And if you can do that, if you can tap into that, then you will ultimately become a fantastic leader in whichever role you feel your leadership is required. You will become that leader. You will go on to inspire others. You will go on to support others in what you're doing, and you will overcome whatever challenges or circumstances or events that you find yourself in that forced you to become a leader. You know, we spoke about many variations, but you know, if others can't do so, why not you? Why not say, okay, I didn't really want it, but I'll give it a go. That's all you need to say. I'll give it a go. By the way, I did an amazing series with my son called Mum and Son. Definitely check that out, because we talk about a lot of these things as well, but on a more kind of fun level rather than a soulful level, which is what my kind of episodes are about. But yeah, you know, go on and become that leader. Go on and grow and evolve and share your leadership skills with those who need it, who are looking to you, who want you to guide, who want you to support them, who want your leadership to make an impact in their lives. And you can go on and do it. There is no doubt whatsoever. And if you incorporate this aspect of engaging your soul, listening to it and applying what it has to share with you, then there will be no stopping your leadership. And you will grow to be far more than you ever dreamed possible, or you ever thought possible in your life. So there we go. So glad that you were a part of this particular episode with me. It was great to have you here. For those of you who are new, don't forget to subscribe. It's really important that you subscribe. It gets the channel kind of growing, and you know, it gets the channel noticed. And also give a thumbs up, smash the like button for me, and yeah, that also helps me grow. And the more I grow, the more I can give. And that's all I want to do. Get my teachings out there to support, to guide, to empower others. And yeah, if we can grow, I will get to the point where I can do live streams, and I'm just, you know, can't wait for that. So you guys helping me get there will be fantastic, and I'll keep giving as much as I can in the meantime to help us get there as a group, as a Soul Whisperer family, so to speak. If you really love my work and you wish to become a patron, click the link in the description, go along to my Patreon page, you know, share whatever you can with me. That supports me to help continue this journey of the teaching and the wisdom and universal knowledge that I'm trying to share with you all. That will help me, you know, really grow. And in doing that, I can help others too. So it's a really nice balance. If you feel you wish to do that, I'm really honoured. And as always, very grateful for all the support I receive, no matter who you are and no matter how big or small you wish to share with me. It's always appreciated and valued. So as always, I'm looking forward to be doing another episode for you. Definitely put those bell notifications on so you will get alerted when a new video drops, and join me in the next one, okay? For now, I'm going to love and leave you, but have a super day and have a super week. Stay blessed, stay inspired, and don't forget, you're becoming a leader and you will succeed. Take care. Bye for now. Bye.